2 years had passed, but when this dog saw his owner again, what he did left everyone in tears. You won't believe the bond they shared. One quiet evening, Emma's dog Max disappeared. He was more than just a pet. Max was her best friend, always by her side. Every day he would wait by the door for her to come home, wagging his tail like she was the best part of his world. But that night, Max slipped through an open gate and never came back. Emma searched everywhere. She called out his name, walked the streets and knocked on every door. She put up flyers, hoping someone would recognize him. Days turned into weeks, and Emma's hopes slowly began to fade. She couldn't stop thinking about him. Was he safe? Was he even alive? Weeks turned into months, and eventually 2 whole years passed. Emma never forgot about Max, but she started to accept that he was gone. Her heart still ached, but she knew she had to move forward. Then, one ordinary afternoon, Emma decided to visit a local animal shelter. She wasn't looking for Max anymore. She just wanted to help another dog find a home. As Emma walked past the kennels, her eyes scanned the dogs. They all looked at her with hopeful eyes, wagging tails and shy movements. Then she heard it. A bark. It wasn't loud, but something about it made her stop in her tracks. She turned toward the sound and saw him. There he was. A scruffy white dog, thinner and rougher than she remembered, but there was something familiar in his eyes. Emma's heart raced. Could it really be Max? She stepped closer to the kennel. "Max?" she whispered, barely able to speak. The dog tilted his head, staring at her intently. Then his tail started wagging, slowly at first, then faster and faster. Suddenly Max leaped up and barked with excitement. Emma fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. It was him. After all this time, Max had found his way back to her. The shelter staff explained that Max had been found wandering the streets miles away, hungry and scared. No one knew how he had survived for so long, but it didn't matter anymore. He was home now. Emma adopted Max on the spot. When they got home, Max ran straight to the door, wagging his tail like he had never been gone. He settled into his old spot by the couch, as if nothing had changed. Over the next few weeks, Max began to heal. His fur became soft again, and his playful energy returned. Emma couldn't believe it. 2 years apart hadn't changed a thing. Max still loved her, just as much as the day he left. Their bond was unbreakable. This story is a reminder to never give up on the ones you love. If you've ever lost a pet, hold on to hope. Miracles can happen when you least expect them. And remember, thousands of dogs like Max are waiting in shelters right now, hoping for a second chance. Visit your local shelter, adopt a dog in need, or donate to support their care. Because every dog deserves a happy ending. Super subscribe to the channel, on screen text.